When I have a gray painting background, I think of blue. So, I'm Lynn Browder, and I have a son, Owen, who is 13 and has autism. We paint together, working on his fine motor skills. He helps me paint the backgrounds of our paintings, and then I paint the rest. So here I am, painting the rest. So I don't know why that I always like when I have a gray background, I'm like, okay, blue. But I don't always paint them blue, but I do think about it a lot. So here I am. Today I am doing I just gave myself a start. I had very long hair, and then I got breast cancer, and so then I had no hair. I had shaved, my hair, and now it's come back in extremely curly, and when I had long hair, I was used to it falling out, and then I was used to it falling out when I went through the chemo. But now I'm I'm getting used to the hair like falling randomly. I'm laughing is because I was just sitting here and one of my hairs fell off my head and landed on my arm, and you may or may not have realized it when I was doing the video, but I and I stopped for a minute to recompose. That doesn't sound right. Compose myself. I didn't have to recompose, I suppose. I didn't have to recompose. I just had to. I feel delirious, so don't mind me. But anyways, so one little hair about did me in there. But we're gonna go through some colors. Let's see. I did this one last night, and it was a fun one to do. Let's see if I can. Probably gonna make everything fall. That's how the ball bounces. And so I'm just trying to kind of do a little whimsy in the blue family, and all of these are blue. There's a one that's like a dark blue-gray, but they're all kind of in that family of blues and such. So I'm gonna kind of keep it in that area of color range, I suppose. So anyways, it feels like it's been a long day. It wasn't a bad day. It was just I'm kind of tired. We went to Owen's counselor today, and he had a good appointment. He had a few moments where he was acting out and everything, but he's 14. He's going through a lot of different changes in general, and then to go to an appointment, even though he loves going to his doctor's appointments, and she asked if he wanted to see her again, and he had already told me on the way there that he wanted to see her again in August, and so we'll go back at some in August, because, like I said, I always tell him that, like, he's allowed to make these choices of who he wants to go see. And I mean, obviously there's some doctors that we have to go to, as dentists and things like that, but with his therapies and such, I still want him to know that he has a choice in a lot of these decisions, because yes, I think we should go, but he has to be willing to go, and he has to be wanting to do the activities and the exercises and things like that. So it's not a matter of me making him go or insisting that he goes. He truly needs to be in the decision, so that he'll do the activities or do the sessions. Which, like I said, he's willing to do a lot of it, and wants to do a lot of it without me even having to suggest it. Like, he loves going to our chiropractor, and constantly wants to know when we're going again. And so it's a good thing, though, because that way he's making a lot of those choices himself, and still following orders, following, what we're trying to do with his regimen, protocol, routine. I'm not sure what the right word is. But I just want to make sure that his choices, along with healthy decisions on medical care and things like that, are something that as he grows, he'll understand more, that he gets those choices. So hopefully he recognizes that as he gets older. He's starting to, I think, more so than he's done before. Because, like I said, he said he wanted to go back to his counselor. But I am always willing to hear his opinions and why he does or does not want to do something. So, anyways, I had a second or 10th, I almost said growth spurt, second wind, whatever you want to call it. But I feel like all of a sudden I'm fading a little faster than I thought I was a few minutes ago. So, getting there a little quicker, I guess. But it's been extremely hot where we are. We're in West Virginia, USA, for those that don't know all the states and everything. But it has been quite warm the last couple days. And I grew up in Florida, which is one of the hotter states. And I just don't do well in heat. I don't particularly, my body just does not enjoy it. So that's one thing, but it's just hot. It's hot. It's hot. So Owen, like, has said multiple times that we're not going anywhere. And I honestly will not complain too much if he doesn't want to go anywhere over the next few days, because like, I think almost this whole week, with the heat index, I almost said wind chill, but the heat index, I think every day this week's been close to 100, or like going to be, in that range kind of thing. Except for, I don't know if this past Sunday was or not, but doesn't matter to me. It's all been kind of some hot days. I feel like I'm off center. I do that a lot, but sometimes it feels a little more off than others. So I'm just trying to kind of get it a little more, I don't know. Anyways, I think that is what we're doing. So we have O for Owen, and then L and B. All right. Well, thanks so much for watching and being a part of our day. Toodles, toodles.